All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to practice drawing graphs from equations. Now, in this case, you'll notice we have a format for our equation. And the format, oops, sorry, don't block that. There we go. The format is y equals mx plus c. And we can see it at the top here. There it is there, that thing there. So y is mx plus c. And the mx plus c, or y equals mx, m is the gradient, c is what we call the intercept. So let's have a look at doing that now. So we've got y is mx plus c, and what we're going to do is we're going to have the line. The only thing we're interested in the line is the m value and the c value at this point. Now when we see that, it says write down the gradient and the y-intercept. The gradient we've just been discussing, and that's the coefficient of the x. So if it says 2x, the gradient here is 2. I'm actually going to write that on the other side, actually. Oh no, I'll do every second one. So here, well, no, hang on. Let's just work out what we're doing here. Okay, so we've got a thing called the intercept. Let's have a look what an intercept is. So let's say I have a graph of some sort, and I'm going to sketch this out. So it's going to be pretty rough and ready. But here it is, y. There's our origin, and here's our x value. So if I've got a graph that looks like this, this point here, where it crosses the y-axis, is called the y-intercept. And in the form y equals mx plus c, the c value is always the y-intercept. As long as it's in this form, that c value is that one there. So for example, if that was a 2, for example, you could expect this to say y is equal to something x plus 2. So the 2 will be the y-intercept. So let's say, for example, it was this one. It looked like this here, and I'll draw another graph. Here we are. And I'm just going to sketch this out. Let's say it looked like this. This graph here, let's say that was a -3, then this would be y is equal to something x minus 3. The -3 is the y-intercept. That's this point here. So that's the y-intercept, and let's have a look at a few of them on here. So the y-intercept, in fact, I'm going to use a circle. No, I'm going to use a circle for the gradient, and I'm going to, in fact, let's do it like this, yeah? I'll get rid of that underline, but because what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to use a circle for the gradient, and I'm going to use a line underlining for the intercept. So the gradient is, and I'm going to, I'll use a sharper pencil here. So let's have a look at the intercepts first. Intercept, intercept, intercept. These are all the intercepts. There's no intercept here, so it must be, the intercept must be 0, yeah? Because there's nothing there. So intercept, this must be a 0 because there's nothing there. There's my intercept there. Oh, now the intercept now is put on the other side. They haven't written it in the correct form. If you pop in the correct form, the 7 will actually belong over here, and it would be written y is equal to -3x, and that's a +7. So there is my intercept. Let's go through and have a look at some of these ones. That's a -2 intercept, a -1, -1 intercept. Now there's no intercept here, so it must be a 0, yeah? There's my intercept here, intercept. Oh look, this is the wrong way around, so it must be y is equal to -x plus 5. There's my intercept, yeah? Now, let's have a look at the gradients. The gradient's the coefficient of x. That's the thing in front of the x. So my gradient is a 2, a -2, and a 1/2. Oh, there's nothing in front of the x, so it must be a 1. So x just means 1x, so it's a 1. Half x is my gradient. 7x, 7 is my gradient. Oh, it's negative, so it must be a -1, yeah? -1x. But the -1, and x isn't the gradient, it's just the -1. So this is -3, that's my gradient. My gradient here is a 3. Gradient's a -4. Gradient's 2/3. Gradient's, oh, another -1. There it is. Must be a 1. So it's 1 is my gradient. My gradient must be a 1 here as well. -1/4 is my gradient. Oh, look, this must be, oh, here it is. It must be a -1 as my gradient, and so on. So they're my gradients. They're my intercepts. So if you wanted to draw those, dead easy, yeah? In fact, we're just going to sketch those nice and simply. We'll just do it on, we will do it on online paper. Here we go, let's do that now. And we're going to just sketch some of those graphs really quickly, yeah? So here we go. And I'm going to do it pretty rough and ready because I'm going to get through a whole lot of these, yeah? So let's just blast through these as quick as I can, just so you get an idea. But after a while, you can just do them at sight and just look at them really quickly. So I'm just going to make a couple of axes here. So axis, just like that. This is -3, my -3. There's my -3. There it is. And it's a 2x, so it's going to go from here, always from that point there, it's going to go 2 along. Sorry, it's going to go 2 up. It's going to go 1 along, 2 up, 1 along, 2 up, 1 along, 2 up. Yeah? That's what that means. It means, because the gradient is 2, and of course 2 is 2 over 1. There's my run, 1 along, and there's my rise, 2 up. So it goes 1 along, 2 up, 1 along, 2 up. Now if I was to then join all those points together, it looks something like that. There is my line. And notice the line goes all the way through, arrow on each end, and of course I'd label the lines, I'd label the axes and so on. All right, let's choose another one. 2/5 x. All right, let's just draw another axis. Here we go. 2/5, I'll do it real fast. Here we go. 2/5. And it's going to be -1 is my intercept. So where's it? -1? There's -1. There it is. Now the gradient is 2 over 5. 2m is 2 over 5. What does that mean? 5 along, 2 up. So here it is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 up, 1, 2. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 up, 1, 2. So these are my points. These are my points. So I could actually now draw a line straight through all of that, like this. It's quite bad. It goes straight through like that. Yeah, there it is, and I'll put an arrow on that end too. I was going to run off the page though. But you get the idea, yeah? And that was the one for number C. Let's do a tricky one. Is there a tricky one? Oh, what about N? I like N. Okay, so N is going to be, here's my, all right, I hope you can see this. So I'm drawing stuff and I'm not looking at the screen as I do it, so I'm not quite sure. N says, and I'll write it out so you can see it. It says y is equal to -1/4 x plus 3. So 3 is my intercept. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Starting there, I'm going to go 4 along, 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4 along, 1 down. 4 along, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 down. So my graph's going to look roughly like this. Hang on, I missed that one completely. That was bad. So it's going to be more like there. Sorry, my bad. There it is. It's like that, yeah? So, yeah, ignore. That's terrible. Let's choose a different one. Or let's do the same one, but this time do it better. So here it is. Y is equal to negative. See, this is when it happens when you don't do it properly, yeah? Plus 3. There it is. So let's do it. Let's do it properly, or more properly. So here we go. Okay, here's my. I'm going to actually draw this up so it looks correct. Here it is, and this is exactly what you should get. So here's my graph. Bit of a kink in that line there. I think finger's getting in the way. That's my Y. This is my X. We've got our 0 here. It's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. That is my intercept. There it is. Great. This is my rise. Is up 1 and 4 along. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 along. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 along. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 along. Doesn't matter if I go 4 along and 1. Oh, wait. It says -1. It's 1 down. See, straight away. I'm not looking. So it's 4 along and then 1 down. There it is. 4 along, 1 down. Here it is. It's going to be there. 4 along, 1 down. It's going to be there. So there, in fact, is my graph. So what you're looking at here is 2 possible graphs. There's the graph as it should be. Arrows on each end. This one here, though, would be correct if it was positive 1/4 x, and it would pass along through these ones here like that. But if it's negative, it goes that direction there. So this is my graph of y is equal to -1/4 x plus 3. Hopefully all of that makes sense.